We have the Twitch app running too because I've never used the Twitch app. Have the Twitch app. There we go. So that way I can use that and all. One less thing to have up during stream, but I gotta make sure the moot's now running. Moot box. Yeah, but no, I got. Move this over here too. I have like 5 out of 12 gigs already downloaded for Dragon Age. So.
Oh Jesus.
Yep. I did. I love how I have this game now on multiple platforms.
That's awesome. Yeah, I got Origins for the PS3 as like for free basically because a friend loaned it to me. Asked for me to bring it to like a book club, never showed up to the book club, ignored my messages when I asked him where he went, and then left the country.
Ooh.
And I'm like, I guess it's mine. It's like, okay.
Well, the one on Steam has all the DLCs.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm buying it because I only have the base game on Xbox. So
I get you.
Mm-hmm. So I was like, I'm gonna get this. I also got Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines.
Cool.
So yeah. Alright.
Yeet.
Neat. Neat. Might help if I spell Twitter correct. Oh, I gotta respond to somebody.
Oh my god.
No. Somebody we tweet to each other sometimes. Just posted her new cover photo for her PlayStation, and it's Life is Strange.
Oh, so that's beautiful.
Tweeted gay.
Gay. That's awesome.
Now I gotta say, hey guys, I'm live. Might help if I know how to spell my name right. I need to turn up the volume. Everyone gets to see
Can I just
was listening to.
Can I obsess about something real quick?
Yes.
So I get it out of the way.
Yes.
Okay. The new Ninja Sex Party album is so good. It's so good. They did such a great job on it. And like Danny's voice is just so beautiful and like, oh my god, it's so good. And it's got like all the greatest classics on it. It's like Heat of the Moment, Africa, More Than a Feeling, You Spin Me Right Round. I mean, Pour Some Sugar on Me. Like, it's got all the great ones. And he's just such a good singer. Like, it takes a lot of talent to be able to, like, harmonize with yourself and, like, do that over, like, 5 or 6 times. And he's so talented. And, like, Tupperware Remix Party is so talented. And oh my god, and its cover of Rocket Man literally brings me to tears. I'm just, oh my god. Okay, I'm good now.
I'm good. Are you actually good?
I'm good. I'm good, I think. Wait, one more. Oh my god! Okay, I'm good now.
Right.
I got it out of the way. It's all out of the way now.
You did. I really am hoping you do. But, alright. So, did you have the recap pulled up, or did you go, hey, take me straight to the game?
I went straight to the game. I guess I should have asked about that. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine, because I skipped the recap myself.
Awesome. Cool. I'm like, it hadn't been that long, so luckily.
I don't remember how to do shit. There we go. There we go. I'll have my drunk-looking face in drag for my new Twitter photo.
That's amazing. Wait, you mean? Oh,
the one that's the
I thought
Facebook
you meant.
picture.
Oh my God! Yes. Your number was super awesome, by the way. I know I like sent a nice caps, nice, but I meant like it was super good. Good job.
And everyone's like, it was very, according to my friends in the audience, they were all like, there was people who were like amazed and appalled for what I was doing. I was like, yes.
Yes.
Yes. That is exactly what it is.
It is what it is, what it is, what it is.
It is what it is. No, because I just love the picture. I didn't even mean to have my eyes closed when I took the photo. And I just like, yeah, that's the drag persona right there.
Right.
Then how good I looked with fucking blood all over my face, too. Let's talk about that real quick. Let's talk about how attractive I am with fake blood all over my face.
Yeah, but not too long. We don't want to get flagged by the government.
The number of shits I give.
True, but I'm just saying when you wanna keep your channel. So I got something I want to like really like say is bullshit, and that's okay. A family member of mine, kind of like a slightly distant family member of mine, got me Destiny 2 because he wanted to see me stream it. And I was like, that's really neat. And so right before like it got sent though, I was mentioning it to another friend of mine, and he like sent me a whole bunch of articles about like how people are getting banned because of the third party program.
Yep.
From like streams make people banned. And I'm like, that's bullshit.
Yeah, it is. That's happening a lot lately. Oh, dude, I just realized because I know Twiz wants to stream it. I might want to warn him about that.
He wants to stream Destiny too?
Yes, I think I saw something about that.
Oh yeah, you better warn him, because that's what keeps me from doing it right now. Also, I kind of like told my family member, I'm like, not only that, but also I want to get like a webcam because that's kind of important. And he was like, yeah, it kind of is.
Yeah, because when when I had beta access, I actually tweeted, "Hey, Bungie, can I live stream this?" And I never got a response.
Oh man.
They never answered me. What the hell are we all talking?
Solid. I was like super solid, actually.
I'm getting. Have you checked in the Teen Wolf Discord server lately?
You know, about that. No, I've been having depression issues that has been keeping me from a lot of like keeping up on any social media whatsoever. Like I'm even having issues like wanting to play games recently.
Yeah, I get
like
that
just
feeling.
because like I kept getting like super like demotivated and lethargic. And I'm talking to my therapist, and we're working it out.
Yay.
Slowly, but surely. So I'm not just sitting here like, well, sucks, shrug. You know, I'm actually like working towards it, but I've been, you know, I don't want to try to get into a new like social media just to be like, what? I'm going to leave for like a whole week because depression.
Okay, so no, why I bring that up? Okay.
Yeah.
Hold on, I got it. I've been requested to write a Dragon Age Teen Wolf crossover fanfic.
Nice! Very nice!
So I'm like, okay, I'll just put the Teen Wolf characters in the Dragon Age world because that's what I'll do.
That's great.
Because we have someone doing whatchamacallit, doing a Game of Thrones one. So hold on, someone's like, no one gets to sleep with Cole. I'm like, bitch, let me show you his wife. Don't. Oh no, that's my memes. Where's the wife? Where's the wife? Where's the beef?
Where's the beef? Where are the other drugs going? Brings me back to find not the man they think I was at home. Oh no, no.
No, because someone's like, no one bones Cole, so I just posted a picture of my Inquisitor who romanced him. It's like, she's boning him while her twin fucks Dorian.
That's great.
Yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna apparently be writing that soon.
Nice. Are you gonna do it during Nano?
Fuck no. I will not do Nano in because that's just too much stress on top of grad school.
That's understandable. That's completely understandable.
Yeah, because I have to write like 3-4 papers that are due by Tuesday. And
Good
I've only
Lord.
written one.
See, I've got I was gonna ambitiously try to write my final this weekend, and also my quarterly this weekend. And also I have essay questions that I need to get done for my World Civ. Yes, I'm still undergrad, so it's not a big deal. But like, given like all my mental issues, it's been super hard to like slog through and do. And I'm planning on doing NaNoWriMo, because I even like told my professors beforehand, I'm like, just so you know, this is also a thing. And they're like, and they're like, oh, okay, well, as long as you still do, you know, your job and everything. And I'm just like, do my best. Oh, plus I also have to like write reviews of my friend, or not my friends, my classmates' writing. And a friend of mine wanted to try to co-write. I think they're like aiming for a book, but I told them like, I mean, I'll do my best, but I don't expect too much of me. And I don't, just many much things. But
yeah.
Oh, shh! I never messaged my friend. Oh, I'm such a horrible person.
Yes, you are.
I fully agree. I just said it. I acknowledge it, my dude.
Then when you're done with that, we can start the game.
Yes.
So, be a horrible person for a few minutes more. Message your friend.
You want to hear a really funny story?
Your life?
Why I have to cancel on my friend? I mean, other than this, but I also had to cancel. I could have like gone to his place earlier today, except I woke up after 2. But I still could have gone. I told him I can't go. I can't go because I'm in so much pain. I can hardly even like walk. Like all down my like legs and my thighs and like my waist. And that's because for my job I have to like scan displays and stuff. And so, to like reach the lower stuff, I usually like have to squat for a little bit. And I did 3 stores in one day, and I woke up today and my like legs and thighs and waist are like burning. And I'm just like, did I literally work too hard with my squats? Too many squats. And now I'm in pain. Like, this is what happens. Listen, people. Don't try this at home. Too many squats can kill you the next day.
Yeah.
Also proves like how out of shape I am.
Now,
I'm better at like I'm getting better, but with the like lethargy, it was harder to get motivated to like try to exercise more. And then I like got the job, and I also go to school where the whole school is literally on top of a hill. So you always are going like uphill no matter like what. So I was just like, I'm usually like walking like all the time every day. I should be good, but then yesterday, too many squats.
yes.
Like, I need to get better at squats. I need to learn how to drop it like it's hot.
Yeah, no, I'm scrolling through my Twitter just reading, and I forgot like some of the tweets I did. And this was tweeted by Tatiana the drag queen, as I essentially eat a mozzarella stick. You wanna fuck? I apparently tweeted, and this was actually a thread. Hollywood should make a movie of my life, best-selling comedy of the year. Someone to repeat, not if it opens the same week as mine. That would be the joke about it. No one would want to see it.
Oh my god.
Then they're like, if people watch the live action of that one movie we do not talk about, that was a horrible adaptation of a cartoon.
Oh no.
My response was, we do not speak of that.
We do not know.
We do not speak.
We do not speak.
Yeah, then there's like, him. What would you do if I was better though? Me, leave. Leave. Oh yeah, then I tweeted, it's sad the Chinese place knows my voice and order.
Oh my god.
Is it okay to eat Cheeto Puffs for breakfast?
Oh my fucking god. That's great.
Where was it? Oh yeah, the Sasha Velour one. Let's see. Gotta find it.
And I just pulled something in my foot. Great. Today is a great day.
I'm sorry.
I am having a good time. No. I did it yesterday too, and I was just like, my ankle seemed stiff, so I like popped it a little bit, and I re-pulled the muscle from yesterday. I'm like, well, I'm not walking today.
Fuck walking.
That's not
it's
happening.
Not important. Let's see. Trying to think of where some of my other things. Let's see. Oh, my tweet about when my dad made that sign saying my son is so gay.
Oh my god, that's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Then my little bit of live street tweeting Death Note because it's so bad. Light Turner, homework drug dealer. Light Turner, little emo boy who wants to bang the girl he's protecting. Well, that's gory. Be honest, William Dafoe is a good choice for Ryuk. William Dafoe is the only good thing about this movie, and it sucks.
I watched that movie. Like I couldn't get to sleep. I'm like, I'm gonna watch this because it'll cheer me up because it's so funny. And I watched it, and I felt depressed afterwards. And so I had to watch something else before I went to bed just to cheer myself up because I was so depressed. I'm like, this is so bad. And it's not one of those things that's like, it's so bad, it's funny. No, it's just so bad. Yeah, no.
No, not even working.
Like, not working. It wasn't funny, it was just bad. It was just super bad.
Yeah, then there's like Adventures of Unemployment, Popeyes and Ghost Adventures to Light Street. I'm an orc with heavy armor who's sneaky as fuck. Let's see. I just love I'm just going through this as we're supposed to be streaming, And I have no idea if anybody's even watching us. Oh, hey! Nora's commenting. I didn't even see Nora was here.
Oh no!
Because like everything's pulled down except for because my Twitter's up. So, okay, I'm gonna look. I need to be more on my tweet, see, because you're trying to tell your friends stuff. Where is it? Oh yeah, when I openly tweeted Josephine's my waifu.
Beautiful.
No, I think at one point, where is it? I made a comment on Twitter. Oh, I tweeted asking for a friend. How can I acquire a body pillow of Josephine Montiliet?
Oh my god. Asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend. How can I get a body pillow of Josephine Montiliet?
Everyone else is like bullshit, but okay.
I still want one. What was I replying to Twiz about? No. I put a tweet. I assume Twiz isn't using lube. I'm so sorry, people. And he was like, "Raw." I'm like, "It's not cool to unlube it. Think of the virgins." Puts a tweet like, "Oh shit, you're right." I'm like, "Damn right."
Damn right, yeah.
I don't remember. Other than Melissa Ponzato, previously on Teen Wolf. Did you die?
But did you... Oh my god.
Did you die? What?
Be real with me.
Calls to see if insurance will cover chest surgery. Here's the same song for On Hold Time. Well, they sound the same. This music also sounds like it came from instructional videos from the 80s and 90s.
That's beautiful.
I have good tweets. It's just not happen. Just don't get not like. I think the Kingsman 2 trailer got me pregnant. That shouldn't be possible, but it did.
But it's...
I made it.
Good Lord.
I made the. Oh, let's see. Here you go. When you wanted to make an inappropriate post, but then I realized I wasn't on my drag account where I do that 24th hour. I made the inappropriate post on my account about poop. So then I tweeted in large caps, Ed Sheeran, leave Westeros before you get killed.
Oh my god.
I have no idea. Why does no one retweet me? I have sometimes good tweets. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Periodic good tweets.
Oh, then I apparently started tweeting the lyrics to Power Rangers Dino Thunder.
Amazing.
Like, okay. I'm gonna get off of my Twitter because otherwise I'm gonna be sitting here just doing shit. All right, so last time on Hero Rises, we actually finished book 2. We have book 3, then Redemption Season, then Zachary says book 4 I think is coming out in the winter. So soon. All right, soon. All right. The prologue. These foolish things. You remember the moment perfectly, despite all these years. The moment you knew you'll become a powered hero. You were leaving a Hollow movie with your parents. The third installment of your favorite trilogy as a little kid. Flyboy! You remember this only, especially because the Flyboy movies were the only times your parents would make an exception to their stay-at-home rule. They were too famous to be in public most of the time. After watching the movie, all you wanted to do was fly. So your parents held you by one arm and swung you around as you were leaving the lobby. Just as you were about to soar through the front doors, a woman approached your parents with her teenage daughter. "I'm sorry to bother you.
The woman says, but I've been waiting to meet you both for almost 10 years now. We were on that hover bus the Hound held hostage that one Christmas Eve, and you saved our lives. We can't thank you enough. Your parents just smiled and said it was their pleasure as they posed for a picture with the woman and her daughter. You watched in awe. This was the first time you've ever seen anyone react to your parents this way. The woman and her daughter looked like them like they were some kind of gods, but your parents just acted like this was the most normal thing in the world. That's when you knew you had to be a power hero when you grew up, because I wanted to save lives. I wanted people to look at me that way. I just wanted to be like my parents. I wanted to save lives.
Yeah.
That's us. I want to be a hero just like you. You shouted once you all got outside.
I'm good.
Once you all got outside, leaping in the air, your mom jumped forward and snatched you out of the air, spinning you around as she hugged you tightly. Oh, one day you'll fly higher than you ever thought possible, Mom whispered in your ear as she placed you back on the ground. And in that moment, you wanted to believe those words more than anything. Now, or for better or worse, you know that single experience set you on the path that led you here today. Part 1, Against All Odds. Alright, we gotta do some practical stuff.
Ooh.
Alright. What's the
Told
matter?
you so.
Told you so. What's the matter, chicken? What's the matter? Chicken got your tongue? You stare across the fire at Prodigal, her face masked in the flickering shadows. The sight of her Kevlar bodysuit, that red stripe running up her long, lean body across her face, it sends a chill through you. Prodigal was one of the most dangerous enemies you've ever faced, and now she's standing 10 feet from you, while Grandma is just inside the safe house, and you're powerless. But that's not what bothers you the most about this situation. No, what really matters is that Prodigal has just told you that her mother, Miss Artillery, the villain your parents were sent to jail for murdering, is actually alive. I just noticed my camera is like really badly off a little. There you go. Because I'm reading into the mic and you see half my face.
Oh no.
No, thank you. We're not doing that shit. 1,000 thoughts scramble through your brain at once, but your first instinct is to take Prodigal down. I could sort out the truth once she's detained. Get as many answers out of Prodigal as possible, and then decide how to deal with her. Play Prodigal's game and charm her to spill information. I think that's how you can start romancing Prodigal, is the charming one.
Really? Oh my
I
god.
think so, but we're gay as fuck.
We're gay as fuck and also lucky. Don't forget our comatized boyfriend.
Yeah, start coming with his boyfriend. So get as many answers out of her.
Yeah.
All right. You know, talking to Prodigal in a straight face would be insanely difficult, even if you were at full power. So you don't stand a chance at her the way you are now. You're going to have to play this very carefully. Besides, all you have to do for now is get Prodigal talking, and luckily that's one of her favorite activities.
You have 5 seconds to tell me exactly what you're talking about, you say, clenching your fists.
Or what, darling? Prodigal laughs. Let's not pretend you don't have any leverage in this situation whatsoever.
Don't think I'd hesitate to.
Oh, can it? Prodigal interrupts. I'm not here to fight. Just look straight and listen for once in your sad life.
Jesus.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is how drag queens act sometimes. The number of times last night I got told to shut the fuck up because I was being shady a bit.
Oh my god.
But it was a good shady. I was playing off what people were saying.
Fair enough.
It's like someone said, that is the ugliest thing I've ever seen. I'm like, oh, so not your face, right?
Ooh.
And then I got, shut it, Mary. It's like, you haven't been on this block for long. I'm like, I've been here for a few years. I just quit because of a dumb fat ass. As Prodigal stands there staring at you, you notice the seams of her red striped face mask seem to be a bit frayed. Her long brown hair sits in wild tangles and her eyes look a little red. What exactly has Prodigal been through to get here? I've spent the past few months putting together the pieces of a rather elaborate puzzle, Prodigal begins. We don't have time to sort through all of this now, so I'll give you the big picture. I have reason to believe that my darling mother, the sumptuous Miss Artillery, is alive and well. And how do I know such a thing, you must be wondering? You nod, trying your best to maintain sort of patience. It turns out Miss Artillery has a second power set, one where she went to great lengths to keep secret. Apparently, Mother Darling not only had the power to project weaponry like yours truly, but she also had the power to project her own death in millions of vivid ways. So that colorful death display at the hands of your parents, a powerful projection.
Oh, Jesus. How do I know any of this?
Do please hold all questions until the end. Chronicle barks. Anyways, as far as I've been able to see with my scrupulous surveilling powers, then Judge Victon and Miss Artillery made a mutually beneficial deal. Mother Dearest needed a bailout to do once your do-good parents shut down her assassin academy, and Victon needed a splashy case to launch his mayor campaign. So it is my belief that in exchange for framing your parents with her death projection powers, Victon then placed my very alive mother in a comfortably free setup halfway around the world where she still lives to this day. Slugger.
What a bitch.
Slugger. That all makes sense in a way, but how could it be really true? And if so, how the Slugger did Prodigal find this all out? Since you seem to be processing this at the speed of racing tortoises, let me put the pieces together for you. Prodigal continues. You help me find Miss Artillery, and we not only both reunite with our parents, but we get to take down our most prominent anti-infinity enemy, President Victon. Prodigal is right about that much, but it definitely seems too good to be true. You can't forget that you're dealing with an insane villain after all.
I need evidence that Miss Artillery is alive, you say.
Now, little genius, if I had to do that, do you think I need you?
Why do you need me, you ask?
There's a longer story than we have time for. Prodigal sands glancing at her wrist. I'm afraid we really must get somewhere safe. I can tell you, and then I can tell you everything. Of course, Prodigal will say that. Really, this boils down to two very simple considerations. If Prodigal is telling the truth, finding Miss Artillery can exonerate your parents and prove that President Victon is corrupt in one bold move. But if she's lying, this could be another one of her plots to ruin you. What do you think? I believe her. She's definitely a liar. I can't trust her. I'm not sure what to believe. I'll hear her out, but keep my guard up.
I'll hear her out, but yeah.
Right.
Don't just give her everything.
Then comes the even harder question. What are you going to do about it? Before you can decide, you feel the ground beneath you shift. You watch as thick roots begin to erupt from the earth. Oh, yes! Yes!
Oh my god.
Spraying dirt everywhere and extinguishing the fire. You fall backwards to avoid a snapping root, and it takes a few seconds for your eyes to adjust to the darkness. But then when you do, you find Prodigal hanging upside down in the air, her body tight, wounded with sturdy trees. Give me one reason why I should have birchweed here squeeze the life from your miserable bones. You twist to find Grandma standing in the doorway, her hands outstretched and saying, "Lip." Prodigal checks out. Will you do the honors?
She claims that Miss Artillery is alive, you say to Grandma, and she needs my help to find her.
Grandma stares at you, blinking several times. Slugger! Grandma says, pinching her brow. Why do the crazy ones always seem to have the 9 lives? We weapon women are rather resilient. I just noticed Prodigal is going into a Joker voice.
A little bit.
Weapon women are rather resilient. Well, it fits her, let's be real.
For real, yeah.
Prodigal grasps, her face turning nearly as red as her mask. In that case, birchwood, Grandma says, turning back to you as the roots wrap even tighter around Prodigal's body. Does she have any way of proving her claim?
No.
Oh, how convenient, Grandma sighs. You shouldn't believe her lip. I know, but I want to. I don't trust her for a second. If there's even a sliver of truth to what she's saying, I have to know. I don't think she'll lie about this, Grandma.
If there is even a sliver of truth.
A sliver of truth?
Yeah.
Alright. She's a lunatic who will say anything to warp our lives, Grandma says. Grandma answers, you know you that. Grandma isn't wrong. Not too long ago, Prodigal nearly killed you. Killed you, Grandma, and Jenny, not to mention a good chunk of Millennia City as well. Her obsession with you and your family runs almost as deep as her Stanley. You know, I'm hanging you right here. Listen, I came outside to get you for a reason before I discovered this nasty surprise, Grandma says, turning back inside. There's something on the 3V you need to see. 10 minutes later. Wow. Okay. After Prodigal Prodigal tightly with some of Grandma's strongest vines and plopping her in the corner under the watch of the DeMilo, her budding Venus flytrap family. She's got a little family. You sit with Grandma in front of the 3V. That's you.
Oh, yeah. Wait, shouldn't we call...
Jenny's already on her way. Grandma interrupts. You need to see this verse. I'm sorry, but we really do not have the oodles of time before. Shut up! You and Grandma both say in unison, then turn back to the 3V to find President Victon giving his first life speech. All I could think is about ruining his life. I cannot wait to expose his true self. I see the representation of everything I stand against. I see the representation, y'all.
Representation.
Okay. I'd like to assure the American people that we are moving forward fully with the Infinity Regulation Program, or IRP for short. Victon starts, the ever so stylish Mrs. Victon at his side. The first notice will go out to register Infinity Powers tomorrow to report for free testing and therapy at our brand new Infinity Regulation Center, which houses the Infinity Regulator. We expect full cooperation from all invited Infinity citizens, Mayor Victon says with a stern simple. However, the AP has been cleared to retrieve anyone who fails to appear. The camera pans to show the AP standing in the corner of the Oval Office, and your blood boils a little hotter, looking across the faces of the heroes who wronged you, all standing in such a prominent position, though really you feel the worst about either rebellion, inherit, jury, summit, stage show, or wintry.
I mean, I want to say jury because honestly, like, jury just boils my parsnips. He really does.
All right.
But I think, like, also the biggest betrayal was definitely, like, rebellion.
Well, I hit jury, so...
Alright, jury is.
We're doing jury. We're going to jury. Alright. At every one of your worst moments of your heroic career, Jury has been standing out there to taunt you. You can't wait to turn the tables and wipe that smug smile off that pretty little face of his. But that thought fades as President Victon continues his speech. The Victon mission has created the IRP to protect all American citizens, powered and unpowered. America has a rich history of harnessing powered resources, and the IRP is the next bold phase of this great American tradition. Hearing this, Prodigal laughs from her spot in the corner. Also continuing great American traditions like slavery, the McCarthy trials, the Japanese internment camps, Prodigal mutters, and I know for a fact that the great Falcon Chapater of his is just the beginning. What are you going on about now? Grandma snaps. Well, gracious Granny, would you like to know that I've been keeping a tabs on our boy Victon as best as I can, though admittedly it's been far more difficult ever since he became
If you have a point, get to it, you bark. Now.
Moody, oh so broody, Particle hums. My point, dearless darlings, is that IRP isn't finishing inventing this new genocidal wonders. I see firsthand that they're trying to make a smaller version of that jaunty infinity regulator to weaponize, one that would also make infinity dampering effects permanent.
Slugger, you curse. Because while this development isn't necessarily unexpected, it is wholly terrifying, especially as you turn to find the list of the first 5 infinity powers called to report to the IRP. And your name tops the list.
Fucks that shit.
Right?
Well, look at that, Prodigal chuckles. Someone's gone and gotten all famous, even without little old me. I just realized, I want to look at our stats real quick. Alright, we do have a new stat. Freedom versus security. And I have a feeling for us, our red's going to be the most, that's going to be the most of the red for us.
Right.
And we also have revenge versus ideals as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, and ideals is already toppling in blue. So, like, everything's going to be blue, blue, blue. Freedom, red.
Blue, blue.
Yep. And
yeah, for real.
Yeah, and our relationship with Grandma's 97, Jenny's 98, the victim's 5, Prodigal 14, AP 33, Black Magic's returned to 27, and then good old Lucky's 83. Alright. You ignore Prodigal, scanning the other names on the list. There's no one else you recognize. At least not yet. It's no surprise that President Victon is trying to make you public enemy number 1, given what happened at the Hero Project finale and your new status as Infinity Icon. You become a symbol for powered rights, standing against the Meek Movement, the Victon administration, and all anti-power bigots. You inspire your followers as a figure to be reverent, especially to your allies. President Victon and the AP will be coming at you very soon with nearly unlimited resources. I hate to play a broken record, but we really should skedaddle, Prodigal says. If we're going to have any chance of escaping, do you ever shut up, you infernal hag? Grandma nearly shouts. At this, Prodigal drops her smile. You know, grumpy granny, this has all been well and good, but I could bust free from these dead dearies whenever I please. I'm only staying put as a show of good faith, so don't make that goodwill run out. Oh, I would like nothing more than a reason for Demille to take a chunk of your...
Quiet, please. Both of you say as Victon reappears on the screen, continuing his speech.
I also like to announce a few features of the IRP, one that many feel is far overdue. I stand on the platform of power regulation, which is what I built my legal and political careers on, and it ultimately got me elected as your president. As a man, a judge, and a mayor, I've always stood for punishing horrible acts of power abuse, and now as your president, I plan to do that same on a national level to set a standard for us all, which is why I have assembled a special tribunal to single out extreme acts of power abuse to be punished to the fullest extent of the law. I do this to send a message to the American people and the entire world that such abuse will not be tolerated. This special tribunal has been given authority to name the most ignorant power offenders whose crimes have been most heinous and in many cases whom they still feel pose a clear present danger to America. The tribunal has thereby sanctioned the death penalty in these special cases. Hearing this, your stomach drops and your limbs go numb. Your first thought is, how the slugger could Victon get away with something like this? Just how untouchable has Victon made Power Infinity Regulation Program and the AP establishing both so quickly and absolutely? Surely the other branches of government, especially the DRPR, must have something to say about this. Why are they just standing by as the President Victon assumes this as unpredictable executive power? Then again, it has been proven time and time again throughout history that if you get a population frightened enough, they'll accept anything. Slugger, even sometimes simply as airport security forces forces everyone to give up all personal freedom in the name of safety, without thinking twice. After Prodigal's death wave, Kolek's Reign of Terror, the Crush's coma incident, and the Hero Project finale, the rising tide of anti-power sentiments in America is most certainly afraid. Which means it looks like in the upcoming months you're all going to have to choose what's more important to you, freedom or security. If everyone's allowed to do what they want and live totally free, that leaves little space for security. On the other hand, society can leave completely secure if every aspect of life is checked and regulated. That leaves no room for freedom. America has always been balancing freedom and security, but right now the scale seems to be tipping, and you believe it's more important to be free, even if that means never truly being safe. I'd rather be safe and give up certain freedoms. I think it's crucial to find the right balance between freedom and security. It's more important to be free. It's what Captain America fights for.
Exactly.
Like, seriously, I swear to God, this was based off of Civil War. Let's be real.
Wait, Civil War?
Yeah, Captain America Civil War. That
Captain
entire
America.
plot. Yeah, that entire plot line. The Civil War plot
okay.
line. Yes.
I was just like, because in actual history, when this like flipped around was because of how America reacted to 9/11, basically, is when we started losing a lot of our freedoms.
Yeah, that too. But most of it was hi Trevor. What is very based off Captain America Civil War plotline, the comics, because Zach reads a lot of comics and watches a lot of superhero stuff for inspiration.
Good point.
Yeah, because that was my first tweeting interaction with him. Was like, hey, watch My Hero Academia. It's on Netflix. No, it's on Hulu.
It's
Someone's like, you should watch My Hero. He's like, oh, I don't know how to get it. I'm like, it's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu.
It's on Hulu and Crunchyroll. But yes, it's more important to be free, even if that means never being truly safe.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm going to... There we go. Yellow. Great. Good. You have a feeling that whether you like it or not, many of your decisions in the upcoming days are going to force you to decide what you might value more, freedom or security. And we have already started into freedom with 57%. That
nice.
Mm-hmm. That thought and every other thought washes away as President Vincent posts the special tribunal execution list. The first name you see is the Crush, which does not necessarily come as a big surprise. The Crush has served President Vincent's scapegoat for months now. Whether he truly deserves this after all he's done is a question for another time. Because you got through your mind as you scroll down the short list. You just pray you don't find, but then you see it. The last two names on the list, the Sound and the Fury, and you whimper out loud. Besides you, your grandma screams, rustling all the indoor plants into a frenzy. This can't, it couldn't, Victor has gone too far. I'm going to kill him. I'm going to show the entire nation he's wrong. I will take him down and prove him wrong at the same time. Take him down and prove him wrong.
Right.
And that's when our ideals are going into play.
Right.
Yeah. Though something tells you someday soon you're going to have to choose whether your ideals or revenge is more important to you. It troubles me greatly to live in an age where such decisions are necessary, but I've always believed in zero tolerance for power abuse. President Victon finishes, which is why these executions are set to begin Sunday night. Once again, you freeze. That's just 2 days from now. Hearing this, an eerie sense of calm washes over you, because nothing else matters besides finding a way to save your parents fast. Just as you think this, you feel a hand on your shoulder. We're going to bring down that mother slugger down, Prodigal standing beside you. I promise you that. This time, you and Grandma don't argue. Don't even wonder how Prodigal managed to free herself from Grandma's vines on Demilo's watch. 5 minutes ago, you could have never imagined a world where you've worked with Prodigal to achieve anything. But it seems you just stepped into that world. So for the moment, you let Prodigal stand beside you. Though you realize quickly that might be the smartest move as you spot a camera orb hanging outside the nearest window. Right in front of a full SWAT team. Slugger. Well, I hate to say this, but... Prodigal starts stepping away from the window. I told you so. Next chapter. I fought the law.
Fought the law.
No, fought the law.
Yeah, that's.
You said fuck.
No, I said fought.
Oh, I thought you said fuck. Someone's...
I mean, both.
Yeah. Someone's head is going to roll. It's the thought that raises above all questions piling up. How did the police know to come to this DRPR safe house? Is there a leak at the DRPR? If so, Jenny won't be pleased. Speaking of whom, where is Jenny? And why are the police here? And shouldn't you have a day to appear before the IRP summons you? Did President Victon authorize this, or did the police somehow follow Prodigal here? Is that why she keeps saying you had to get going? The simple answer to all these questions remains: heads are rolling.
Heads
you
rolling.
just hope one of them won't be yours. Nip, Apple, you are hereby to report with escort to the Infinity Regulations Center. A voice crackles over a loudspeaker from outside. Additionally, it appears you are harboring a dangerous fugitive. We have the house completely surrounded. If you surrender peacefully and hand over Prodigal, your compliance will be noted, but know that resistance is futile. Like Slugger, you think. Still, the decisions you're going to have to make for the next few minutes are going to be vital. President Victon's announcement about your parents and the arrival of the police changes everything. You wish you had more time to make a real plan, but luxury is something you can't afford right now. Because everything else matters in your life is at risk at the moment. So you mentally flipped on your meet chip warning system. 2 things, baby doll, meet chip, how loose starts. I'm picking up signals that those poo-poos aren't here to work with you no matter what they say. And I don't have to tell you not to trust that psycho girl on your right. Now get to work!
Oh, yeah.
Yep. You can tell that you somehow respond here will redefine what it means for you to be lawful or lawless. Actually, rebelling against the police would be the most lawful thing you could do, considering... Who just Snapchatted me while streaming? Why do people Snapchatting me while streaming? Excuse me, people. What the hell are you doing? Oh. My friend. Okay. This is my friend going, hey, I got my makeup done. I'm like, I'm not going tonight, bitch. You know this. Well, she's not bitch. It's the most lawful thing you can do, considering how corrupt President Victon's laws have become. Not only that, you're going to have to decide what's more important to you. Security of saving your parents as swiftly as possible, or the freedom to stand up for what you believe in. So, chicken, Prodigal whispers, what's it going to be? You stand there with your arch enemy at your side, knowing that you have to choose to do now. Translate a message to be sent to an entire nation, so you choose wisely. Use Prodigal as a distraction to escape with Grandma. Escape the police with Prodigal, Grandma. Take a stand against the police with Prodigal. Turn Prodigal in as a sign of good faith. We're going to escape because we have no powers.
Yeah, escape.
You gotta do it.
Right. Prodigal, you're the war expert here. You say, you know that Prodigal has the power to generate any wartime technology she can imagine, as well as to create movement-based shields. Not to mention her skill as a world-class gymnast and fighter. Show me what you got.
I thought you'd never ask, Prodigal says, turning towards the nearest window. To me, my pets. You can read because I've been doing a lot of reading with voices.
Sure. Sorry. As soon as Prodigal finishes speaking, you spot red lights blinking on all around outside the house of the lake house. Outside the lake house. One glance at a sleek metal... One glance at a sleek metal tentacle tells you all you need to know.
Hentai.
Cool colors. Hentai.
I know, I just did the alien thing. Hentai.
Oh my god. You've been on the receiving end of Prodigal's deadly pool cleaner robots more than you'd ever like, and you didn't even want to know how Prodigal managed to stash this many around your safe house. All you're thinking right now is that it's nice to have them on your side for a change. Within seconds, there's complete chaos. As the fleet of pool killers activates and attacks, the police respond with a barrage of gunfire and laser blasts. jump to cover Grandma, as she is already ducked under the protection of some genetically reinforced indoor azalea bushes. Prodigal cartwheels across the living room, generating shields with every turn of her limbs and deflecting stray bullets and laser charges. She settles next to you and Grandma.
Oh. I put a chip in my mouth. I need ketchup for these chips. Yes, I eat ketchup with chips.
I mean, sure.
It's delicious. I'm gonna go grab that real quick, so.
All right.
I want it now, so they're mentioning it. And my parents are like, why do you have ketchup? I'm like, I have a bag of chips downstairs that I hid.
Portal right now.
What?
Said, oh, you texted me the name of the game you're playing, and I'm actually playing Portal right now.
Oh, okay.
So how are you doing?
In pain.
Yeah. In pain?
in pain, yeah.
I relate.
Relatable feel.
Relatable. Splatoon. Completely obsessively. Splatoon. Splatoon is where you play both Splatoon games at the same time.
Right. I getcha.
I literally have Portal 1 memorized.
Beautiful.
So I to veg.
I mean, vegging is fun.
Yeah. And Pickle Rick.
I got it. I got the reference. I got the reference.
I'm Pickle Rick. That's so. Oh my god.
I went to that Zombie Night Live, and a couple of my cosplay friends came as Zombie Rick and Zombie Morty. And I brought a friend from college with me to Zombie Night Live, and
yeah.
my friends are how do you say, a bit eccentric, I guess, and they were joking around, and I don't remember how it got brought up, but I'm like, I hope my friend's humor isn't too much, or my friend's humor aren't too much for you. And my friend from college goes, oh no, I haven't been scarred completely yet. And I'm like, I look at my friends, I'm like, did you hear that? He hasn't been scarred completely yet. And
have you
like,
been talking this entire time when I've been away?
We have a third party.
Wait, yes. There's another party.
Yo.
Hi, darling.
I
like was like legit confused. I'm like, did you think I was already back? I got.
She wasn't. They were talking to themselves. It's okay.
Yeah, I know Shy might talk to herself, but I was like, are you really doing this?
No, I talked back to the voices in my head. Guys, get it straight.
I now have ketchup for my chips, and I am happy.
Good.
Yes, I don't do ranch and all that. No, I do ketchup. It is. It's potatoes. Ketchup and potatoes work. But
it's a different texture of potatoes, though.
Yes. I need to send Brendan my performance, shouldn't I?
Do it.
Hold on, I'm gonna do that real quick.
I'm now. A performance?
I performed last night.
Oh, cool.
Let me find.
And the dogs are barking. Great.
In 19...
That was not what I wanted. There we go. Gotta find Discord again. Nope, that's Dragon Age stuff. Again. I have a problem, let's be real.
A little bit.
Yes.
Oh, by the way,
What account? Go through here.
huh?
I was like, which account is Brendan on?
I'm on Art Dad.
I see it. I sent the message. But there you go. What you were saying?
I was gonna ask Brendan if they had seen or listened to Ninja Sex Party.
Party?
Yes. Did you listen to the album?
No, I haven't listened to the album.
No or yes?
No, I haven't.
Why? It's so good. It's so good. You need to. Especially because the whole album starts with Africa, and I know how much you like that song.
Anyway. I'm not gonna say it.
Aww.
But, okay, if it's really that good, I'll check it out.
It's so good.
What's it called?
It's so good. Under the covers, too.
Oh, yeah. Alright then.
You know, just normal stuff.
Oh, it's about to
Yeah.
get normal stuff when we keep
Very
reading.
creative of you, Dan.
You know what the funniest thing is?
My life.
Well, that too.
Yeah.
But they if you look at the Spotify, it's like latest release and it's got their album, and then under artist pick is their album but with commentary,
Uh-huh.
and they're just like, you artist picked your own album, good job, guys. I thought it was funny.
Oh my god.
And we all know who runs the social media, so it was Brian who did it. I wonder if Dan knows. Huh?
That's definitely something Brian would do, though.
It would, yeah. You know, other than asking about butt stuff.
But
I have a PhD.
I'm going to get a PhD. What are you talking about?
we're talking about butt stuff.
Butt stuff. Brian has a PhD, and yet he called Asia a country. That still kills me. He goes back, he's just leaning back, pinching his nose, and then in like fancy letters under his faces, I have a PhD.
I have a penis.
Obviously not in geography.
If I magically got a penis in geography, I would be sitting there very, very confused.
I mean, I would be too.
I mean, shit.
Yeah, I mean, same. Relatable.
Relatable feeling.
I mean, I would assume that anybody who suddenly grew a different genitals in geography class a little bit confused, you know.
Or extra. Matter.
Or
Extra genital.
So I'm seamlessly promoting again on Twitter. I'm like, talking about penises in geography and eating chips with ketchup on stream.
That about describes it, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta give me a second. I'm gonna have to go get the puppers. Because I just forgot I don't trust the puppers. So give me a second. Ah, it's not what I needed. Where's my thingy?
My
Doggos.
My dogs have been becoming progressively fatter and fatter. Um, you know how dogs do.
Right.
Yeah. Now my affectionate nickname for my dog is Fat Boy.
I feel
That's
that.
it. That's it. That's his nickname. Is Fat Boy. Uh, my pit
Not
bull's
beautiful,
nickname is
fat
Barbie
boy?
Girl. Yeah, my pit bull's nickname is Barbie Girl, and my lad's nickname is Fat Boy.
That's
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah, it is beautiful. We have a beautiful relationship. Kind of relationship, just
So, my friend was having this conversation with me, and it was all about like how we're like co-writing something, and so he sent me his, next part of the piece, and no, fuck, you're confused because you don't fucking pay attention to me. So like we had this whole thing. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not coming through. I can't like pull it up. And he's like, you do this, and I'm like, it wasn't working. And then like he was just like, well, no, you're supposed to do this. I'm like, it's not working. He's like, huh? And then like it started working, and he was like, maybe I should try something different. I'm like, no, now it's working. And he was like, why are you pulling it up anyways? You read it before. And I'm like, I read it on my phone. I was looking at it for reference. And he's like, I got you. I'm like, yeah, that was kind of the worry. And he was like, what's the worry? I'm like, getting it to work. And he's like, oh, sorry, I was confused. I'm like distracted. And he's like, I'm working for a bit longer. Why? What's up? And I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt.
It's just so big.
She looks
I was
like
just like,
one of
he's
those
not
rap-
paying attention to a fucking thing. And it's like, oh my God. And
What
so
are
I put
you,
down like, huh?
if I may ask, what are you co-writing?
It's a story about like superhumans, actually. We have some like really weird superpowers. Like his character has I don't remember how he called it, but it's it's like a step up from like photographic memory. Like every piece of information he's ever acquired, he can access at any point. Kind of like Limitless, but without the drugs. So,
Wait, what
that's
are we
kind of his
talking
super.
about?
That's what she's writing.
Yeah, so his character's like that, and he's writing the story from his character's point of view. My character is able to see, both like flaws in like structures, arguments, people's personality, etc., or the character. And so she can see all the little flaws, and so she runs like she's kind of like crap, what's the word? She kind of lives underground because she has a famous blog where she tears apart like every single politician's arguments and stuff like that. And so they all, want to end her. So she lives like underground, but her blog is super famous. And like it's kind of like sort of like You've Got Mail, but not really. I'm not exactly sure if we're gonna add a romantic aspect to it, but the like plot is that people like them with like weird extra normal abilities are actually based off of like the what is it called? The MKG, I think. What happened back in the Cold War when they were testing on kids and giving them a whole bunch of drugs to try to get them like psionic powers.
Yeah.
And like when this happened, like it actually like gave some kids some like weird powers. And when they grew into adults, started families, etc., etc. And so like we have a placement word for them called like abnormals or something like that. We're gonna probably figure out something different to call them later, but basically like abnormals were made, and so like the government wants to keep track of them and has them all like labeled and stuff. Except for like my character who lives underground and never goes out. So there's that.
Wait, are you writing about me?
Yes, specifically you.
I need to clear my browser history then.
Well, funny you say that because
Oh no!
my the two characters we have, they've actually met in like a secret forum in like the deep web. And they just like their personalities clicked, and so they talked together a lot, and some form of government finds out her real, like my character's real full name and threatens her on her blog, then like deletes the comment. So like it just made sure that she saw it, and then like they deleted the comment. And so she starts freaking out. She actually goes and meets